Today I'm going to show you how I transform my dry and itchy scalp using only 4 ingredients.
It was so gelatinous.
Y'all, I just got back from my vacation and the dryness in the air has caused my scalp to flake and my eczema to flare up, not only on my skin, but also in my scalp. Now, y'all, I need to address this right now before it gets any worse. So let's get into this DIY shampoo that will provide relief from itchiness, dandruff, dermatitis, eczema. So let's get into making this. So y'all, week 8 of our Protective Style Challenge could not have come at a better time because we will be making this shampoo. I'm going to be using 3 cactus pads. Y'all know how I like to do. I will shave off the spines by running the knife down the length of it, and I'll chop it up into about 1/2 to 1 inch pieces, and I'll do that with all 3 cactus pads. Now, y'all, I was very fortunate that this time I actually found the prickly pear fruit. Now, I'll tell you more about this, but y'all, I learned that the prickly pear has antioxidant and healing properties and is used to treat skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, and acne. So yes, we will be using 2 of the prickly pear fruit. Now, y'all, all you have to do is cut the outside of it and pop the inside, that fleshy part out. It does have some seeds in it. Go ahead and chop it up and put it into our container. Now, this is optional, y'all, but soap nuts contain rich saponins that help to cleanse the hair, have antifungal, antimicrobial properties, so this is a great addition. Next up, we'll be adding our Ambunu. Y'all know I love Ambunu. We'll be adding 2 tablespoons. Finally, I'll add about 3 cups of boiling distilled water to this mixture. You want to make sure you cover up all of the plants inside. Give this a nice stir. Y'all, you'll notice right away that by stirring and agitating the water, the mucilage begins to be released. Now, after 15 minutes, take a look at this. Now, I highly recommend you let this soak for at least 2 hours. If you have more time, I recommend 4 to 5 hours. Y'all, I was short on time, so 2 hours was just enough for me. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pop this right into the blender. Now, y'all, I want to recommend that you take out the aretha or the soap nuts before you put this into the blender because it is going to create a lot of foam. And that was my mistake because I left 1 of the soap nuts in. And as I'm blending, y'all will see the amount of foam we will get. Now, y'all, the saponins found in all 3 plants are causing this foam, but I would say that the soap nuts and the aretha are really giving it that rich, thick lather. Also, y'all, as I pour it out, look at this texture. It's thick, it's gooey, it's beautiful. This is going to give you a nice amount of slip while we cleanse our hair. Now, by the time I finish straining the mixture, you can see the nice gooey, sappy mucilage on the bottom with a nice foam on top. Go ahead and put this into a bottle for ease of use. Now, I've just taken out my hair from last week and I rinsed it under some water. And let's go ahead and apply this shampoo right to it. Now, I put it into a container for ease of use. It pours out really beautifully. I like that you get a little foaming effect. So let's go ahead and talk about what's causing this foam in the product. Now, y'all, the rich foamy lather that you're seeing is from the saponin. Now, saponin is actually Latin for sapple or soap in. So this is actually what's found in these plants. So this is really important because these particular properties act as a detergent and usually contain toxic glucosides that plants release to prevent bugs and animals from eating them. But how they benefit our hair and scalp is that they provide antimicrobial and antifungal properties that can kill lice, yeast, and other fungal infections that can lead to dandruff and dermatitis on the scalp. The phenolic compounds within these plants provide antioxidants, anti-aging, anti-inflammatory, and anti-proliferative properties that can help minimize oxidative stress on the hair and the scalp, thus aiding the scalp in helping to heal and repair itself for proper and healthy hair growth. Y'all, and a small fact about the prickly pear fruit. A lot of times people know about the pad, but the fruit is actually where prickly pear oil is made from. Now, some of the properties of prickly pear fruit is that it's rich in vitamin C, magnesium, folate, vitamin B6, niacin, iron, calcium, and has high levels of vitamin E and K that not only help to soften the skin and the hair, but help to nourish and restore hydration to our skin and scalp. Now, I'm going to leave this mixture on for about 10 to 15 minutes. I want to make sure that my scalp is receiving all of these benefits and nutrients. After that time is up, I'm going to go rinse this out, and I'm going to go in with my deep conditioner. Of course, I'm using my own aloe deep conditioner, and I'll apply it to my hair. Now, y'all, I decided this time to actually use a comb to detangle my hair Now this is the first time I'm using this brush. It was actually gifted to me. So I'm going to go in and test a few sections, see how I like it. And yeah, get my hair fully detangled and ready for our next protective style. So y'all, I will admit this comb is pretty decent. I highly recommend that you finger detangle and then comb detangle with a larger comb first before using this to fully get all of the shed hair out of your scalp. So after I rinse out all the deep conditioner, I will add my leave-in conditioner as well as my twist cream and get ready for the style. I'm going to do something really simple, y'all. I'm kind of tired from traveling and I have to work the next day. So I'm going to part my hair on the side, divide my hair into two, slap on some gel, then go ahead and brush that side down and put it into a little ponytail. Now we're going to do the same exact thing for the other side. Add a little gel, brush it, and put into a ponytail. Now on one side, I'm going to twist up my ponytail into two twists, and then I'm going to do the exact same on the other side. All right, I'm going to spin around in the back and then pin the twist up on either side. Okay, you guys, so that's it. Slap on some earrings, some makeup, go get cute if you want to get cute. And spin around, y'all. I know you guys still see the styling product on my hair, but this will melt in a few minutes. But y'all, just take a look at how hydrated my hair and my scalp is. What a big difference from the beginning of wash day, y'all. But that's it. Make sure you guys stay tuned for next week. If you're looking for a bomb fancy hairstyle, check out last week's video where I show you how to do this beautiful Gatsby styled updo. See you next time. Bye.